Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to Lotus'fern. But we are going into a clan that we're pretty familiar with, and that is Havenclan. Havenclan is where we had Pumpkin Spice born and raised. She fell in love with Burrow Dash, and she had kits. It was probably one of the most popular Lotus'fern series I've ever had on the channel. There was a lot of love for Pumpkin Spice, and it was well deserved. She was one of my favorite cats that we've ever played in Lotus'fern, and many of you were not ready to lose her, just like myself. I was not ready to lose her. Also, many of you suggested that we continue with one of her kids, specifically Lotus'fern. And so I think we're going to do just that. Now, yes, this is still the older version of Lotus'fern, as I have not figured out how to move saves into the new version. But Lotus'fern and Pumpkin Spice were loved so much that we're just going to remain in this version of Lotus'fern so we can follow a new main character, and that will be Lotus'fern. So we're going to go to Cat List, go to the Afterlife, and click on Pumpkin Spice. And then up here, this little dice, switch MC, so switch main character. We're going to do that, and we will select Lotus'fern, who is currently grieving the death of her mother. So welcome to a new main character story that hopefully will be just as beautiful and wonderful as our sweet Pumpkin Spice. So let's take a moment to focus on Lotus'fern. We focus so much on Pumpkin Spice that we don't really know what's going on in Lotus'fern's life. Let's go ahead and check our family tree. So we know her grandparents are Pigeon Heart and Rattlegale, who are now both together in StarClan with her mother, Pumpkin Spice. Her father is still alive, and together, hopefully, they can pull through the grieving of beautiful Pumpkin Spice. So Lotus'fern still has some family, not just her father. So she has technically some aunts and uncles, I believe, because parent siblings. So Rook Stripe is still alive, child of Rattlegale and Pigeon Heart, as well as Primkit and Lake Kit. Even though they are younger, they are still aunts and uncles. And then as for siblings, Moongale and Piper Kit did both pass into StarClan, but luckily Lotus'fern knows that Pumpkin Spice is with them. So perhaps the grief of losing them is not so great. Claw Kit is still alive, as well as Wild Kit. Pebbletooth and Maple Stream are also still alive. They are adopted, but they are still her siblings. Now, Lotus'fern is only 16 moons old, so I would be surprised to see romantic-like, although I already peek at this down here. Interesting. So, Chiaki Shadow, still don't know if I'm saying that right. It seems like there's a little bit of romantic-like there. Obviously, she loved her mother very much. They were very close, Lotus'fern and Pumpkin Spice, because they were very similar. Burrow Dash, obviously, she likes her dad. And then let's get rid of this. Yep, it seems like Chiaki Shadow is the only one she has romantic-like for, but it's so soon. I mean, she's only 16 moons old, but I'm very surprised by that. I kind of want to switch focus and see if he feels the same way. Also, their age difference is pretty high, so I don't know how I feel about that. I think maybe it's just a crush because she's so young and doesn't quite understand. Also, she's grieving, and so it's easy to look for things to distract you from your grief. While Lotus'fern is grieving, she will not be able to participate in patrols, so I'm probably going to skip through most of this unless something really interesting happens, and then we will go right back into the next moon. During their patrol, Dusty Streak, Ragged Grove, and Serpent Light come across a kitty pet that is being dumped by their two legs due to the fact that they are sick and the two legs don't want to take care of them anymore. Vinepaw has joined the clan. We can check and see what condition they have as soon as I finish the other patrol. So here is Vinepaw, who's a cutie. Oh, they had red cough. Okay, so red cough is the hardest sickness to recover from. We probably will not see them last very long in this clan. Let's take a moment and speak to our father, who is also grieving. Maybe together they can come through this. I've braved all sorts of terrifying, ridiculous things, but grief is just another beast entirely. Though I guess you'd know that, wouldn't you, Lotus'fern? You're grieving too. Tell me, how have you gotten through the days without going completely insane? Aw, so they are bonding over it. Oh, I love that. We're on to the 17th moon of Lotus'fern's life. Nothing interesting has really happened this moon. However, Vinepod did die of red cough, which was pretty expected. As for relationships, let's see if Lotus'fern has done anything. So Zoza can't help but laugh when Lotus'fern tells a funny joke. And then Gravel Echo thinks Lotus'fern is really funny. Does Lotus'fern have like a sense of humor? Is she a funny kitty? That's an interesting thought when you think about it. Chestnutbird confessed their feelings to Burrowdash, but they got rejected. Chestnutbird, I'm actually upset with you right now. Pumpkin Spice just died and you're trying to like get Burrowdash? Like, let him grieve for goodness sake. Dusty Streak is caught outside of the clan's territory. So a new loner has joined the clan. Serpent Light, who seems to have a lot of luck finding new cats, Newtchasm and Dusty Streak all go out and find a loner named Mallowgaze. It doesn't take much convincing, and they have joined. I want to make sure while we're grieving that we keep talking to our dad. You catch Burrowdash cruelly destroying a flower that was sprouting in camp. Beauty like this doesn't deserve to exist anymore. Not without Moongale. Oh, I forgot, he's also grieving his son. At least I believe Moongale was a son, I'll have to check. He's grieving Pumpkin Spice and his son. That's gotta be so hard. I think they're gonna be grieving for a while. On to the 18th moon, you lead a border patrol, your scent marking the boundaries of your territory. You get into a heated argument with your leader. Standing your ground, you fight for what you believe is best for your clan. A rumor about an intruder has the clan on edge. You volunteer for extra patrols, feeling a surge of protectiveness over your clanmates. So Lotus'fern is very protective, and despite her nervous nature, she isn't afraid to stand up to her leader. I think possibly this grieving of Pumpkin Spice has made her stronger in a way, and grief can do that if you come out of it. Dartpaw has excelled at every task placed before them. Despite their young age, they are ready to be a warrior. They are named Dart Freckle for their cunning. Wolfpaw silently swears to StarClan to do their best for the clan as they touch noses with Dusty Streak. Rumors reach your clan that the loner Albedo has died recently, so one of the loners that we met appears to have not done well. They should have joined the clan. Maybe they'd still be alive. Raccoon Star is talking with Lotus'fern. Lotus'fern appreciates Serpent Light telling them they had a feather stuck to their face, and Sarah's Tail and Lotus'fern actually get along better today. Good. Mostly positive. I think everyone's kind of going easy on Lotus'fern right now as she is still grieving, but I'm seeing signs of her slowly coming out of it and introducing herself back into the clan after the loss of her mother and brother. Raccoon Star confessed their feelings to Chestnutbird and they got rejected. That's because Chestnutbird is in love with Burrowdash. Chestnutbird was seen talking with a traveling loner healer on the border, maybe trying to convince them to join. Oh wow, so we had a new loner join with their kits. Fluffypaw joined the clan. That's awfully young for kits. Butterfly Kit joined the clan, Frost Kit joined the clan, and Oriole Kit joined the clan. Very cute. Let's take a look at these cats. That's really odd. Is that a bug? Because Fluffypaw is only 6 moons old and already recovering from birth. I don't think that that should be a thing, but it looks like the game did it. And now we have Butterfly Kit, Frost Kit, and Oriole Kit. Let us once again talk to our dad. Burrowdash seems to be cleaning out a nest, Moongale's nest. You think it's best to leave them to it. Aww. So nothing interesting happened this moon. We still haven't recovered from our grief. Zoza's been resistant to retiring, but the aches and pains of old age have worn them down. They approach Raccoon Star and are honored for their tireless service. Valley Twig surprises Lotus'fern with something nice. Lotus'fern is rethinking how they feel about Maple Stream and gives them another chance. And then Frost Kit is stuttering while speaking to Lotus'fern. Prim Kit picks some flowers around camp to bring back to the medicine den. So a very chill moon. Not a lot really happened. It could be that the clan itself is a little stuck in shock of the loss of Pumpkin Spice. She was such an amazing medicine cat. And so the constant reminder of that loss with Lotus'fern and Burrow Dash grieving, who are also two very important members to the clan, everything's kind of slowed to a crawl a little bit. More cats have joined the clan. So Fur's Feather joined the clan with their kits, Rain Kit and Shatter Kit. A kitty pet has also joined the clan, Drizzle Nose. This clan is getting so big. Dart Freckle, no! Your pelt was so cute, Dart Freckle, why? Oh, we lost Dart Freckle to a large dog as they were trying to save a Burdock clan cat that was taking refuge in a tree. Oh, my poor kitty. They were so cute too. They looked like a koi fish. A little abandoned kit has been saved and rushed back to camp. Tarantula Kit. Should we adopt this kit? Would Lotus'fern do that? Let's go take a look at this little kitty cat. Here is Tarantula Kit, a young little female with yellow eyes, the torty pelt, fur length long, and a bit noisy. Currently does not have a parent because they were abandoned. Let's do this. Maybe the clan would actually bring Tarantula Kit to Lotus'fern because Lotus'fern is grieving, so she's kind of skulking around a little bit. She's upset, she's hurt, and maybe the clan thinks if she has a responsibility like raising a kit, it could help her come out of this grief with this new responsibility. So let's choose adoptive parents. Now Lotus'fern isn't with anybody, so it will just be her. Let's set adoptive parent. Perfect. So little Tarantula Kit, what a name. Let's go ahead and talk to them. I love listening to the elders' stories. They're so exciting. Do you think I could be in a story someday, like a real hero? I'll make sure to do something amazing. Then the elders will tell stories about me. Oh, it would be really cool if we could also apprentice our own kits. Unfortunately, Burrow Dash has reached a point in his grief where he wants to be left alone, which is very sad because I think Lotus'fern really needs that support. You know, she's lost her mom and brother too, and Burrow Dash is forgetting that at this point in his grief and kind of being selfish with it, but at the same time, I think Lotus'fern is smart enough to know that perhaps he does need this time alone, but she does need that support. She is very alone right now too, but now she does have a kit to think about. Maybe that will help her and Burrow Dash will get the time alone that he needs. The next moon, you help prepare for a major battle. The tension in the camp is palpable, but you focus on your training. You catch a glimpse of a rare bird during a hunting patrol. Its flight sparks a moment of awe before you refocus on the task at hand. I wonder if for a moment Lotus'fern thinks that her mom may have taken the form of a bird and is saying hello. You share a story with the kits, their wide eyes following your every move as you act out a battle. A flood threatens your camp. You aid in the frantic efforts to evacuate and save as much as you can. You assist in rebuilding the dens after a storm. Despite the hardship, the unity of your clan shines. Karkanos wishes to join the elders. Raccoon Star calls a meeting, and the clan honors them and all their service Karkanos has given. As the clan cheers for the new warrior Furpool, Serpent Light purrs loudly. Their kit is finally a warrior. A new journey has begun for Furpool, and Serpent Light knows that Furpool's serenity will lead them through anything. Primpaw smiles up at the stars as they sit beside Gravel Echo. The stars seem to shine brighter, and Primpaw knows it's a sign that Pigeonheart is still watching over them. Aww! Lakepaw has reached the age of 6 moons and has been made an apprentice. Chestnutbird accuses Lotus'fern of complaining over something trivial and wasting their time. Oof! Lotus'fern promises to always look out for Chestnutbird. They must have made up, so that didn't go very well, and then they made up. Wolfpaw nods politely as Lotus'fern passes by. Everyone seems a little sensitive about Lotus'fern right now. Chestnut Kit picks some flowers around the camp to bring back to the medicine den. Whoa, another loner with kits. Oh my goodness. Wish Stripe has joined the clan with their kits. Cody Kit, Crooked Kit, and a Rin Kit. So now we're talking to Burrow Dash again. Lotus'fern really feeling the need to bond with someone over this grief. She continues to go towards him in hopes that he will open up to her so they can mourn together. But Burrow Dash seems to be drifting in and out of consciousness, and therefore she decides to leave him be. He's also sick with heat stroke, so it looks like some of his grief has gone away, but the heat stroke is pretty bad. Let's talk to our kit, Tarantula Kit. Lotus'fern, Lotus'fern, Lotus'fern. Look at this feather Wish Stripe brought me. Aw, Wish Stripe is already fitting into the clan. It's so pretty, and it came from a real live bird out on the territory. I can't wait until I get out and explore the territory myself. Then I can have all the feathers I want. Ah! Oh, I really would love Tarantula Kit to also be our apprentice. All right, it's the next moon, and it does look like we did get an apprentice. During a clan meeting, you startle as the eyes of the clan turn towards you. At the center, Raccoon Star waits patiently with Clawpaw standing eagerly by their side. You realize you were chosen to be Clawpaw's mentor. For a moment, the world stands still. You walk forward, your heart pounding with pride and apprehension. Touching your nose to Clawpaw's, you accept the honor of passing down what you know. Lotus'fern picks themselves up out of their nest and begins the day anew, a fresh conviction in their heart. Lotus'fern was caught sharing prey with a rogue who was chased off by a patrol. And then Lotus'fern got white cough. Can we just not die? That would be great. I would love to not die. You lead a patrol to mark the boundaries of your territory. The scent of home fills you with a sense of pride and belonging. You save a clanmate from falling into a fast-flowing stream. Their grateful nod warms your heart. Newly made apprentice Wildpaw touches noses with their new mentor Sarah's Tail. As Chestnut Paw touches noses with Rose Tuft, they hope they'll be a cool mentor that won't assign boring tasks, anything but gathering moss or tick duty. Mumblepaw fidgets impatiently beside Maple Stream as they wait for the meeting to end. They're finally an apprentice. They want to hurry up, get out there, and go, go, go. Tarantula Kit has always wished to be the hero of their clan, a warrior admired by all. Shino hopes, while Tarantula Paw touches noses with them, that they are going to stay wary of the dangers of their territory and not endanger themselves. Rumors reach your clan that the kitty pet Clementine has died recently. Alright, as for relationships, Lotus'fern and Raccoon Star have a long discussion about goals and aspirations and find that they both have a lot in common. That's pretty good. Watch Lotus'fern become the leader. That would be amazing. Lotus'fern thinks that Chestnut Paw isn't so bad after all. Shatterkit thinks Lotus'fern is very helpful. All good things. Lotus'fern was caught sharing prey with a rogue. Oh, we saw that already. I wonder why Lotus'fern was sharing prey with a rogue. Perhaps this rogue was injured and she felt kind of pity for them. I could see Lotus'fern being that kind of cat, but it could get her in trouble with the clan, so she needs to be careful. So let's follow our little kit. I like doing this. I imagine that Lotus'fern asks how Tarantula Paw is doing, and Shino is all too happy to share. Shino suggests this might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Tarantula Paw. Both cats have a nice practice session, and their coordination with each other grows stronger. Shino really helps Tarantula Paw gain confidence working with other cats. That's so good! Now that Burrow Dash is all better, I wonder if he'll be up to chat more. You accidentally trod on Burrow Dash's tail, but they don't yelp in pain. In fact, their brooding glare remains entirely unchanged. Burrow Dash has reverted right back to how he was before Pumpkin Spice. I don't see how we can have a good relationship with him. All the good that Pumpkin Spice poured into him with her love is now gone, and I'm afraid for their relationship. I truly am. Let's talk with our little girl. Yes, Lotus'fern, I've been behaving. You don't need to ask. And yes, I've been looking out for my siblings. And no, I have not pulled any dangerous stunts. Can I go now? Are we a helicopter mom? I think we're a helicopter mom. Maybe just a little bit. Yay, we're all better! Our white cough is gone, and a trespassing loner challenges your patience. You manage to chase them off without a fight. You assist in rebuilding the dens after a storm. Despite the hardship, the unity of your clan shines. Wolfpaw has excelled at every task before them. Despite their young age, they become a warrior, given the name Wolfflame. What a cool name! They are honored for their initiative. Chestnutbird stands tall when Lotus'fern walks by. Rosetuff learns a helpful skill from Lotus'fern. Lotus'fern heard an ugly rumor about Wildpaw. And then Frostkit and Lotus'fern joke around about how bad the other clans smell. That's pretty funny. Rosetuff was seen arguing and borderline fighting with a cat from Burdock Clan. The Gale Clan medicine cat comes asking if your clan has any lugwort to spare. Graciously, your clan decides to aid their allies and share the herbs. Surprising, considering our relationship is not so good with them. Now we can finally have Lotus'fern go on a patrol. Let's set them out for a training patrol with Clawpaw, their apprentice. Lotus'fern suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Clawpaw. Unfortunately, neither cat steps up to teach. It makes everything feel awkward and a waste of time, and the cats give up and return to camp a little irritated. So now that Lotus'fern is done with grieving and her white cough, it seems like she's having trouble stepping back into her role. This is also her first apprentice, and maybe she isn't quite sure how to handle that. I'm hoping with a few more patrols, she'll get the hang of it. And now we are looking at Tarantula Paw. Shinnot takes them both out to see a big porcupine, a patrol spotted in one of the many glades of Havenclan's forest. Tarantula Paw watches the big, bushy lump of a creature with wide eyes, tail twitching with excitement. Shinnot points out the cascade of spines lying flat on its hairy back as the porcupine snuffles happily around the forest floor, sounding like a happy newborn kit in a nursery. Oh, another kitty pet has joined the clan, Stone Current. They were being abandoned by their two-leg, but it looks like Valley Twig, Gravel Echo, and Dusty Streak were able to save them. Hopefully they can recover from any injuries they might have suffered in the meantime. Trip also joins the clan, they too being abandoned by their two legs. Another kitty pet has joined the clan, Alcyone? Al has joined the clan. This cat will now be referred to as Al. So Lotus'fern is determined not to give up on her relationship with her dad and decides to talk with him again. Oh! I love you, Lotus'fern. Oh! And I'm sorry if I don't say it enough either. Without you, I don't know what I'd do. Oh, y'all! I'm actually gonna cry. That is so sweet. I'm glad she didn't give up. I'm glad she was determined to have a relationship with her dad, because I think she needed to hear that just as much as he needed to say that to her. Now let's talk to our daughter. Whoa, look out! Incoming! Tarantula Paw is in hot pursuit of a mouse right in the middle of camp. They skid to a halt inches from your face, destroying the pile of moss you are gathering for your nest. Oh, sorry about that. Say, did you see which way that mouse went? I swear those little buggers are getting braver by the day, and stupider too. How long does it think it's gonna last in a clan full of cats? Sorry about your moss. Did you need help cleaning it up? Tarantula Paw clumsily attempts to reorganize the pile, breaking several pieces in the process. There, good as new. Kinda. Sorry again. Be on the lookout for that mouse for me, will ya? Come find me if you see it again. Aw, what a determined little cat. I love her. On to the next moon. During a thunderstorm, you shelter in a hollow. The wild dance of nature leaves you in a quiet awe. A trespassing loner challenges your patience. You manage to chase them off without a fight. You find an injured kit from another clan. Despite the potential for conflict, you decide to help. StarClan visits you in a dream. Their cryptic message leaves you with more questions than answers. Butterfly Kit loudly complains as Fluffy Paw pulls them over to quickly groom their pelt. They manage to wriggle away and scurry off to the front of the crowd for their ceremony, where they are renamed to Butterfly Paw and apprenticed to Newtchasm. Frost Kit does the same. They are renamed Frost Paw and apprenticed to Morning Flecked. Newly made apprentice Oriole Paw touches noses with their new mentor Wolf Flame. Prim Paw died of a broken bone. Oh, that's so sad. Raccoon Star fusses gently with Primpaw's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed them. They want to remember them as they were in life and not like this. Raccoon Star trembles, tearing at their nest, unable to sleep as they brood over Primpaw's last moments. Did they suffer? Were they scared? Raccoon Star can't shake the crushing guilt. I'm pretty sure Primpaw was related to us in some way. I'm gonna have to check that out. Dusty Streak and Lotus'fern have a long discussion about goals and aspirations and find that they don't agree on many things. Rosetuff stands tall when Lotus'fern walks by. Lotus'fern shared an embarrassing story with Claudette they were asked not to share. Oop. Lotus'fern, Conquerglade, and Frostkit had a nice talk while eating. Furpool finds the way Lotus'fern acts increasingly uncomfortable. Oop. And then Clawpaw, Lotus'fern, and Butterfly-Kit had a nice talk while eating. Ragged Grove confess their feelings to Rosetuff and they have become mates. Wow, at least it isn't rejection. Let's try a hunting patrol with Clawpaw. The patrol comes across a thunder path running through the forest. Oof. Lotus'fern is patient enough to wait until the thunder path is completely clear, then trots across calmly to hunt on the other side. Okay, so that ended up being fine. Oh my gosh, Butterfly Paw is beautiful. I just wanted to point that out. Let's watch Tarantula Paw go on a border patrol. Your patrol meets Moon Clan, a clan they consider to be allies at the border. Shino approaches the other patrol first, calling out a greeting and then remarking on a recent battle between Moon Clan and one of the other clans. Shino compliments the Moon Clan cats on their battle prowess. That's good. So we're teaching Tarantula Paw how to talk to the other clans without causing conflict. I'm sure Shino is very proud every time they come to Lotus'fern with news of how the patrol went. Now that patrols are done, let's see what kind of mood Burrow Dash is in today. Oh, he says it again! Oh my gosh! That is so great! So he's in a better mood now, probably because he feels a lot better, but I'm glad that they have a better relationship. Now let's talk to our daughter. Is acting angsty, oh dear. Hey, I need an opinion if you're up for it. Do you think that Wolfflame would like this flower? I saw it the other day and it reminded me of them, but I'm worried they won't like it. Oh, are you interested in Wolfflame? Your ages match up a little bit. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Aw, does our little daughter have a crush? Maybe? Maybe. This isn't bad. Not at all. In fact, they like Wolfflame more than they like us. We did adopt them though, so there is kind of a disconnect there. Lotus'fern's gonna have to work a little harder to have a relationship with Tarantula Paw, but she is certainly trying. Now let's check on Lotus'fern's relationships before we end the episode. Oh, this makes me so happy seeing this. That is too sweet. And it looks like our other relationships aren't too bad. We are still very young, so we haven't made too many. We don't like Wild Paw for some reason, or Rook Stripe. Oh dear. Everything else is nothing noteworthy. But we have started our new adventure with Lotus'fern. And I'm really glad that y'all suggested this because Pumpkin Spice truly was one of my favorite cats. And I was so sad to see her go. She'd been around for a little while. But now with Lotus'fern, we have like a piece of her as we go forward. So I genuinely hope y'all are enjoying this. And if you are, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notified for the next Lotus'fern episode. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time for more with Havenclan. Bye!